Many people believe that once they start taking medication for type 2 diabetes, their blood sugar will naturally fall into a healthy range. It seems like a simple equation: take the prescription, follow the doctor's advice, and the problem should gradually disappear. But for millions of people, that's not what happens. They take every pill on time. They check their glucose every morning. They skip desserts, avoid sugary drinks, walk after dinner, and still wake up to numbers that barely change. After months or even years of effort, frustration begins to replace hope. Some start wondering if they're doing something wrong. Others believe their condition is simply getting worse. But what if consistently high blood sugar isn't always a sign that medication has failed? What if it's a reminder that blood sugar regulation is far more complex than most people realize? Type 2 diabetes is often described as a problem of insulin and glucose, but those two players are only part of a much larger system. Your body is constantly balancing dozens of hormones, inflammatory signals, nervous system responses, digestive processes, muscle activity, sleep cycles, and metabolic pathways. When several of these systems become disrupted at the same time, medication alone may not completely restore balance. Imagine trying to lower the water level in a bathtub while multiple faucets are still running. You can remove water continuously, but if new water keeps entering, the level never changes as much as expected. Blood sugar works in a similar way. Medication may help improve one pathway while stress hormones, poor sleep, chronic inflammation, insulin resistance, or reduced physical activity continue pushing glucose upward. One of the most overlooked factors is stress. Every time your brain perceives a threat, whether it's financial pressure, lack of sleep, family responsibilities, or work deadlines, it releases hormones like cortisol and adrenaline. These hormones tell the liver to release stored glucose into the bloodstream so the body has immediate energy. This response helped humans survive dangerous situations thousands of years ago. Today, the body reacts almost the same way to a stressful email as it once reacted to escaping a predator. Someone sleeping 5 hours per night may experience higher blood sugar even while following an excellent diet and taking medication exactly as prescribed. Inflammation also plays a major role. Low-grade chronic inflammation interferes with normal insulin signaling, making it harder for glucose to enter cells efficiently. The result is more circulating glucose and greater metabolic stress. Then there is muscle tissue. Muscles are one of the body's largest consumers of glucose. When muscle mass decreases through aging or inactivity, the body loses an important mechanism for utilizing blood sugar effectively. This explains why strength training often produces meaningful improvements even when body weight barely changes. The gut microbiome adds another fascinating layer. Trillions of bacteria communicate with the immune system, digestive system, and metabolic pathways every day. Scientists continue discovering relationships between gut health, insulin sensitivity, inflammation, appetite regulation, and glucose control. The more researchers learn, the clearer one message becomes. Blood sugar is influenced by an entire biological ecosystem rather than a single process. The real issue isn't always that medication isn't working. It's that medication is only one piece of a much larger puzzle. Understanding this changes the conversation. Instead of asking, "Why isn't my prescription fixing everything?" a better question becomes, "What other systems inside my body may be influencing my blood sugar?" That perspective removes unnecessary guilt. Many people living with type 2 diabetes believe high readings represent personal failure. In reality, blood sugar reflects the interaction of sleep, stress, hormones, movement, muscle health, nutrition, inflammation, genetics, age, and medical conditions all working together. Healthy eating still matters. Physical activity remains essential. Medical treatment continues to be extremely important. But long-term success often comes from combining these foundations with consistent sleep, stress management, muscle-building activities, regular healthcare follow-up, and sustainable daily habits. Progress rarely happens overnight. Small improvements compound over time. Better sleep tonight supports hormone balance tomorrow. More muscle improves glucose utilization for years. Lower stress helps create a healthier metabolic environment every single day. Instead of chasing perfect numbers, understanding the entire system allows people to focus on steady, meaningful progress. Because lasting blood sugar control isn't usually about finding one miracle solution. It's about helping multiple systems work together the way they were designed to. If you'd like a deeper explanation of these metabolic connections, there's a structured breakdown and a practical step-by-step framework linked in the description that explores each concept in more detail. And if you enjoy clear, evidence-based health discussions that simplify complex topics without hype or shortcuts, subscribe and join us for the next conversation.